I have a pretty cool video for you guys today, and I like to think all my videos are pretty cool, but this one is pretty cool. This is me hanging out with Victor Wooten, talking music and jamming, and if you don't know who Victor Wooten is, he is probably the best bass player in the world, although he won't tell you that. He is extremely humble and friendly and interesting and knowledgeable and wise. Just an extremely inspiring guy, and I am very grateful to have had this time with him. I think I got a little extra mojo from just standing near him, let alone playing with him. Thanks a lot to the folks from Hartke for arranging the sound situation and the guitar and bass for us, and thank you so much to American Musical Supply. If you are interested in purchasing any gear, whether it's from Hartke or otherwise, check out the link down below. They have everything you could possibly need. Without further ado, let's get into my time with Victor Wooten.
With a groove? You want to just come on with a groove?
Sure.
Yeah, since I've got the key in my mind that we were tuning to.
Okay.
Right, so. There we go. Nice, Tyler. Nice, Tyler.
The first time I heard you play a bass line was on YouTube. How do you interact with the YouTube and the online culture of music versus how maybe you traditionally came into music, which is kind of playing live?
I mean, nowadays we have access to just about everything.
Yeah.
Live. I mean, everything that happens is immediately on the internet, so we have access. When I was younger, in order to see my heroes, we had to wait a long time. Either hopefully they would come to our town, or we might get to see them on a television show. Right. But whenever it happened, it was special. Yeah. It was so special. If I got to see Stanley Clarke or Marcus Miller or anyone, it was such a special event. Yeah. I like to try to keep it special, even though it's easy to see people. I just don't want to get tired of coming to see Tyler play. Or I don't want to not buy your record because I know it's going to be posted on YouTube in 2 weeks. You know, I don't want to hear it on Spotify, even though I like Spotify. I'd rather buy it from you. You know, I'm from that old school, so I try to keep it that way.
So in that kind of veil of creativity and spontaneity and keeping things special, I want to hear what you would play over a couple different chords.
Okay.
And then I want you to maybe break down what you're thinking, because like I said, my audience is primarily interested in learning. Maybe it's music theory, maybe it's improvisation.
Sure.
So I'd like to maybe pick your brain a little bit.
Well, I can tell you even before we start that I will not be thinking theory.
Okay, good to know.
I can tell you that right away. Just like you said, if you were to say, I'm going to ask you a question, tell me what you're thinking about when you answer it. I will not be thinking, is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? A participle? I won't think English theory. I will see what your question means to me, and then I will answer it. Theory only comes in if there's a problem.
Oh,
if I need it. Right? Theory is a tool. Absolutely. And like riding in a car, the tools are in the trunk. They're not in the passenger seat. I hope I never need the tools.
Okay.
These people don't want to hear my theory come out of here. They want to hear my passion.
That's true.
And they want to hear my emotion, my feel. They don't care about how much theory I know. Right? B.B. King, how much theory does he really know? You don't think about it, you feel him.
Gotcha.
So when you play whatever you play, I'm going to see what it feels like to me.
All right.
And then I'm going to answer it with feeling. I will only use theory if I need to.
Okay. Here's the chord.
Okay. So my first thought is melodic. Okay, and here's why. Because I'm a rhythmic player, but there's no rhythm to that.
Exactly.
So it makes me think singing. What would I, yeah, ba, 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 or whatever, right?
Okay.
So.
Like that.
Yeah. So that chord, now here's where theory can come in, even though I'm not thinking it,
Sure.
but you learn theory so much, so well that you don't have to think about it. You're using it but not thinking about it. So that chord is what I would call in, a major chord.
Yeah.
So I can do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. And when I do that, everyone will go, that's really, really, really nice. That's really
Sure.
nice. But as soon as I play one of the 5 notes that aren't in that
It
key,
was the one I pointed at.
right, you pointed at it and it got your attention, not because it was right, but because it was wrong. So we learn theory in order to be right, but the coolest part that gets your attention is the wrongness. As soon as I played a note not in the key, you went, ooh, right? So we need to learn theory well enough that we can be wrong with it. Because it's the wrongness that grabs your emotions. When I just play the right notes, cool, cool. But if I want you to go, ooh, I stick a wrong note in there.
Yeah.
So the coolest notes are the wrong ones.
For like your cadence of speaking,
Absolutely.
where you put that note,
Sure.
where you emphasize certain, thing that you're trying to say in your thought.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when you're playing, I say, think about speaking more than you think about theory.
That's good advice. So, opposite end of the spectrum now.
Yes. See, now look, that's what I feel, right? I don't care the key. The key's not important, right? Nobody hires me to play the right key. They hire me to make you groove. So immediately, I let my body do this, right? This doesn't make me think the same. I'm not going to answer your question the same way I did before. Now, this is telling me to get underneath. The first thing wanted me to get on top.
Yeah.
So check it out. I don't know what key. I don't have perfect pitch, but I don't care. Because you're not going to dance to the key, right? You don't dance because it's in a key. You dance to the groove. So I'm going to do my best to play the wrong note, but I'm going to make it groove. I start here. So no matter what note I play, right? That's wrong, that's right. It took me one note to know where I was, but you don't care. Listen, listen, listen. Listen. These are all the notes. You tell me which one is wrong. All the notes are right. But it's the context that makes it right, not the pitch. We teach you pitch, we should be teaching you context.
Context, okay.
You can put any note into that groove context and it'll work.
What is one of your favorite 3-chord chord progressions?
3-chord chord
Yeah.
progressions. Wow. I don't know.
I can tell you mine, and maybe-
okay,
maybe it'll
maybe
give
that's
you
better because yeah.
So, put it another
Yeah,
way.
that's nice. Yeah,
And I've known that one since I started playing the guitar. This is the first chord progression I ever learned.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite.
a lot of the times I'll see if the instrument is in tune
Yeah, yeah.
by playing chords.
Oh, okay.
So I hit an E, I hit that.
Right on.
I can hear that this string's just a hair flat. Right. So I do that a lot just to see if the bass is in tune. That's much more fun than this.
Yeah.
Much more fun than that. So I like to make music.
Do you have anything else to say over that groove for the outro of this segment?
Well, the main thing is that if I groove hard enough, I can play any note, and you will like it.
Okay.
Guaranteed, I can play any note. I can play in the total wrong key so well that I can make you sound wrong.
I want you to demonstrate that if you
Oh, absolutely. So let's use some theory. What key are you in?
E.
E. Okay. So E means E major, and we're not in E major. Right?
E minor, I should say.
Okay. All right. So
G.
or G major, right? So that puts me here, right? I could put this here, right? I could put a major in it and make it dominant, right? But let's say I go here. That doesn't work, does it? Well, watch this. Who's wrong right now? Yeah. But watch. This is going to make him sound better. Watch. Now what he's playing sounds like the best thing ever. So sometimes, to make him sound better, I'll play in a different place. Right? I'll play in a different place. Play that groove one more time.
All right.
Right? So this may be using theory, but it's really just using my ear. Instead of just doing this. Right? That's cool. This is cooler. I'm gonna reshape his groove to make it sound better. I might go. Right? Keep listening. Right? Now watch. Look at your head now, right? As soon as I bring it home, you're like, oh, that's the coolest thing ever. So as a musician, as a rhythm section musician, that's my job. My job is not to just play with him. My job is to make him sound better. Right?
You're hired.
That's what ends up happening. I didn't play anything complicated. I didn't play a bunch of licks. I just did what makes him sound better. But I know what's going to make him sound better. We don't teach that. We teach you how to sound good. We're talking about education, right?
Yeah.
We teach the musician how to sound better. When your job on the guitar is rhythm section, your job is to make other people sound better. And zero people teach you that.
Well, thank you for the education.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice groove.
A little more?
Well, check one off the old bucket list. That was really fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe go back and watch it a second time because there is so many nuggets of information and wisdom in there imparted by Victor. So I appreciate all of your support. It's because of you guys that I get to do things like this. So thank you again, and until next time, keep shredding.